Good afternoon. It's August 29th, 2023, and today we had an uptrend day. This is how I saw it, this big trend up. We had a break, and we got a very strong channel here up. So, and it looks like there might be like a channel, a more broad channel right there. Um, so I don't think there's any place to go short or any reason you should. Um, let's see, 5 o'clock comes in right about here, and so I like this. I had my lows drawn, uh, like this at that point. So when we broke out and you get a higher low, I like that. The EMA is there. And this is a leg down, so I was also expecting a second leg down, and I should have stuck to that thought because it looks like the bears are a little stronger. Look at this move down compared to this move up. But I thought this leg down looked like a little weaker. I mean, it's obviously weaker than this, but the bears were in control, so I got trapped here. Boom, and then it reverses and it goes up for the rest of the day, and that's just what happens. So you got to be really careful. So I mean, if you see that, I think this one, because we hit them really close to the measured move and then reverse, and that's a failed breakout to the low side. They trapped a bunch of people going short on the second entry short, so maybe take that. And then we just keep going up, and I don't see a way to enter in here. You get this sideways stuff, and this is like confirmation of the trend channel here, and it just rockets up, then it goes sideways. You could argue this is the double test right here. So actually, yeah, I mean, I'll mark that green, but it's in no man's land. It is off the midline, and you can see it goes a little higher here. Then we get double test to the high side, but this was looking like a pretty strong move up, so I would expect it to test the measured move. And then you come back to this price level, and it's off the trend line, so I think you take that. Only problem is all these overlapping bodies, and it doesn't even trigger on the next bar. So that's another reason it's aggressive, but when it does trigger, it goes much higher. You get a second entry long right here that almost fails. It just traps a bunch of people short and goes higher, and then we finally get a break of this channel. Just no real good way to get in on that. To me, this looks like move down, break, move to a new low, a strong move up, so it looks like the bulls are coming back. Then it goes down below the EMA again, but it doesn't break beneath this price level, probably finding support at what some people are viewing as a measured move. And so, to me, it looked like the bulls were in control. You get a first entry, failed second entry short, room to this high for a scalp. And so I think you got to take that. And if you get a runner here, I mean, I would be going for a new high up here. But by that point, you have this channel, so you might as well hold it until you get a close outside of that channel. And if you do that, 75, you could get like a 15-point runner. And I mean, some people probably just held until we hit the 4,500 mark up here. So anyway, you get a slight overshoot, leads to a break. First entry, second entry, terrible signal bar. But if you want to be aggressive on a day like today, maybe you take it. Some people like that. That looks like a two-legged pullback right there to me. And you get a double test here. So In real time, I didn't like this one, and now I don't either. I'm looking at it. I mean, it just looked like we were going sideways in real time, but I'm looking at it now, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dojis in a row. So that's why another reason it's not good, but it looked like a range, and you're going into the midline, and that's exactly where we found resistance. Would have stopped those people out before going right where you thought it would go. We hit the measured move, and then you get a little bit of a sell-off. This one's pretty tempting because it's a failure, but you got a doji right there. It's too much overlap, and the bias all day has been up. We get confirmation of this channel right here, so that one's tempting, knowing that it's off the midline and this channel, but I don't think you can take it. It's just in the middle of the range. But we come higher. You get a first entry, second entry that has now tested this resistance 2 times. You could argue third time here. Yeah, it really is a third time. So you get a double test and a second entry long. I say you take that. And then we get a sell-off, and it bounces off the midline again before reversing and going higher. And I saw this channel, but there's nothing in here. So it's 12:15, so a lot could happen in the next 45 minutes. But that's how I saw the day. And here's what it looks like on the daily chart. Let me check this out. I don't remember where I've been drawing the lows of this channel. I don't think this is my channel. I think I've been drawing this channel like this. Yeah. So, who knows what's happening right now. We could be going back to the highs. But you can see that overshoot. I don't think I had this as an overshoot before, but now it kind of looks like it. Oh, yeah, because I was drawing it off of this high. And then here. But the way I just drew it, I mean, that would make sense. That would make a lot of sense. We had a slight overshoot, and it's led us to a break. And now we're just rocketing off of that midline and above the EMA. So, hope everyone had a great day. I'll be back tomorrow.